Hi everyone, my name is Brittany. Today we are going to be putting the LASFIT LED lighting kit, both highs and lows, in a 2016 F-150 XLT. I will show you the process of taking the actual headlight bucket out and replacing it. We have the high beams, which is the LA9005 for this truck. We also have the low beams, which is the LC6H8911 for this truck. What you will need is a socket wrench, an extension, a 10mm, and a 7mm. Let's get to it. You will also need a flathead screwdriver. At the top there are the pins that you need to pop up and just pull out. Also, there are 2 screws within the fender well. Right back here, I'll insert a picture of what needs to be removed. There's only 2, and that's what your 7mm will fit. Everything else is behind the trim right here. After you take those 2 screws off and you take the pin out, it just pops off in multiple points, and then we'll get to the guts. Right here we are just removing this pin. Be gentle because it will break. There's a point on here where you can insert the screwdriver, the flathead. Just try to have it facing that way when you go to insert it the next time, because it is a pain in the tail. Right here is where the 7mm socket will come into play. Now this next part is where you're going to be taking this panel off. It's going to sound kind of gruesome, but it's really not that difficult. The way I like to start is come back here where you took those 2 screws out. Get you a good grip on it. There we go. And you can come up here where you took that pin out. And just kind of work with it.
This is probably a worse part.
What I had anticipated. There we go. And just like that, it comes off. So right here, this is where your 10mm socket will come into play. you'll take this off, and this will expose the ability to take the bucket off. You also have to use a 10 millimeter up here. For this part, you will also need a 5/16 socket. For this one down here, and there's one in the back that you'll have to use your extension for. Now you will change over to your, I believe it is a 7 millimeter. No, I apologize. 5/16. Alright, now there's also a pin back here, just like the one up top, that we're going to remove. Alright, there we go. Now we have the 2 tins up top, up here, and then we have the 7 millimeter, I want to say, back here, and then we'll be able to take the bucket out. So right now, I'm going to remove the screw that is back here. I'll insert a picture of where it's located. And it is this is the one where you will need your extension. Double check. Let's try the 7. No, 10. Let's try the 10. There we go. It's a 10 millimeter. And my advice is once you get it unscrewed, to kind of tilt your socket wrench down a little bit so that you can pull it back, because unless you have small hands like myself, I don't think you're going to be able to put your hand back there. Alright, so now we're going to remove this. Same thing with the shield, the body piece. You just come around here and just kind of pop it out. There's a little clip right here. Sometimes it takes pliers to kind of just pinch it and pull it out. So right here is that piece where you will pinch and just pull out. Follow it on around. Now there's two, be careful, there's two points back here. Let me bring it around. There's 2 points back here where you will need your flathead to just kind of unlock it. There you go. Simple as that. So, right here, you will need to make sure to use a flathead to kind of like pick it up. It's just a safety clip that's built into the bucket itself. Be careful because it will break. It's a very sensitive part. It's just added security. So let's take this bucket out. Just pull outward, and then that'll be that. Then you have everything exposed, to include your wiring harnesses for each of your lights. So let's see if we can get zoomed in here. Alright, so we have the wiring harness here. So just pinch and pull, pinch and pull, and then you have another one on this side, so just pinch and pull. Now there is a clip right here just to hold the wire onto it. You can usually just pull it off. Just use a screwdriver and kind of wiggle it off. And that's that. So on the new F-150s, this is how the light would go in. Top, bottom. On the new F-150s, your high beams are actually on the bottom. So first we're going to work on the low beams and then work on the high beams. On the back, you have 2 dust covers. One right here and one right here. They will need some alteration. You will have to cut the back of each dust cover to house the LEDs. So we will get to that right now. First, we're going to work on the low beams. So you'll just pull this out. we go. There you will expose the stock headlight, the stock bulb. And all it takes is just a twist. And gently pull it out. There again, you have another wiring harness where you'll just push down, and pull the bulb out. And I'm going to lay that bulb right there. Now we will insert the Alright, so the rain tried to get us, so let's get back to what we were doing. We're going to work on our low beams first. Just going to cradle that. Alright, so here are the LASFIT low beam bulb that we're going to insert. So now, now that we have both of the headlights seated, we're going to alter the dust cover. So this will be for the high beam, and you'll put it over there and just kind of get an idea as to where the light sits. And you're going to cut from there on both the low and the high beam. Alright, so off camera, I went ahead and I altered the dust covers for both the high and the low. And they are now ready to be, the bucket is now ready to be put back in. So right now, we're going to put the headlight bucket in with your new lights. And it will just sit there like so. There's a little notch back here. It'll just slide in, just make sure you have that aligned. And now, it's ready to be put together. You'll put this panel on. There's a piece right here. It kind of moves up and down. Let's see if we can get it zoomed in a little bit. Right here. These clips right here are the ones that you have to align with this piece. They will align. They will align into right here and right here, and just get to bolting the body back together. Let's put this back on now. It seems like it would be simple to just put like that, but there's, like I said, there's this piece back here that you have to align it with, and it just makes it all the more difficult. And so it just sits like that. And then you'll put the respective hardware in and good to go. Then you'll be able to put your the silver body piece back on. You have put all of the respective hardware back in their locations. Now it is time to put the body back on. So what I like to do is I like to start from the end right here. Just kind of get like a feel for it. It's gonna feel resistant, but just kind of feel it out. And you're on. Then you'll get this last pin. Put it right here at the top. Push it in. And then you'll do the 2 screws down here. And you good to go. You now have a set of highs and lows LASFIT LED bulbs.